Shift our focus to the opposition march. The opposition has begun its march and we have the live visuals on our screens. There you can see opposition leaders, many of them clad in black clothes, holding the tricolour. The opposition is holding a Tiranga march or a Tiranga Yatra today against the government. Today, remember, both houses, the parliament has been adjourned sine die, and that's one of the major point of contentions between the opposition and of course the treasury benches, both sides accusing each other of wasting precious time of the parliament. But if you look at really this entire budget session, the second leg of the budget session, it has been marred by protest, sloganeering, chaos and din. On one side we have the opposition benches which had been asking for a JPC in the Adani Rao, and on the other were the treasury benches who had through on most of this session been demanding Rahul Gandhi's apology. Of course, the entire controversy and the war of words snowballed after Rahul Gandhi's disqualification, and today we are seeing a united opposition marching against the government. Today the opposition is holding a Tiranga march. This is of course at Vijay Chowk in the heart of the national capital. There on your screens, of course, Congress leader Jairam Ramesh and others who are participating in the march. So you have top opposition leaders, of course, of the Congress and others who are participating. Listen into the reactions.
Being eroded. We want to uphold our constitution and our flag, and we're all coming together for that.
So you are saying that democracy is under threat?
Yes, democracy.
Made by Rahul Gandhi, but BJP had said that
democracy is not merely the right to vote and electing a candidate of your choice and a party with a majority of the legislatures forming a government. That alone is not democracy. Democracy is a much more holistic thing. You need to have an independent judiciary, you need to have an independent bureaucracy, you must have the right to dissent, you must have the right to speak and express yourselves. Democracy is a whole package and not merely elections. Just because we have elections, one cannot say democracy. Even Hitler got elected in an election. In 1933, Hitler got elected and headed a coalition government in Germany. Putin now gets about 95% of the vote. I mean, every dictator in the world gets elected. So even dictatorships operate under the veneer of legality. Just because you operate under the cloak and veneer of legality does not make it moral or constitutional.
But today is the last day of parliament, but there is complete washout. So complete washout.
Yes, it's been a complete washout. It's in parliamentary parlance, it's said that while the government can have its say, the opposition must have its government can have its way. The opposition must have its say. While the government does not allow any issue which we want to raise, does not give us the space and the time to raise issues of concern of the people.
So that was the Congress Lok Sabha MP Karti Chidambaram.
छोड़ के गांधी का अपना ले अगर वो, तो मैं समझता हूँ इसीलिए तिरंगा यात्रा।
देखिए अभी हमसे प्रमोद तिवारी बात कर रहे हैं, ये बताइए कितनी बार आप लोगों ने इसमें पूरे सेशन में प्रोटेस्ट किया है, कुछ कारगर साबित हुआ है? देखिए, जनता के दरबार में हम सारे तथ्य सामने रख रहे हैं, हमें पूरा भरोसा है कि हमें न्याय मिलेगा। प्रमोद तिवारी तिरंगा लेके आज आप लोग निकले हैं, मांग क्या है?
All right, we heard what the top opposition leaders had to say. I'm also being joined by my colleagues Akanksha and Niyamika. Niyamika, I'll come to you. Take us through the live visuals coming in. You're present there at Vijay Chowk. Help us understand the type of march which the opposition is leading. Of course, we can see dramatic visuals of top opposition leaders who have congregated together for that march against the government, holding tricolours, holding the Tiranga in their hands.
Well, absolutely, as the opposition leaders are continuously holding demand that there should be a JPC probe on the Hindenburg report matter. Today, the opposition leaders are on the streets. They are marching from the parliament to Vijay Chowk, and I would also like to show you the visuals that how these opposition MPs are holding the tricolour. They are holding this Tiranga Yatra from the parliament to Vijay Chowk because they are saying that there is a threat on democracy, and that is the reason why today they have decided to march from the parliament house towards the Vijay Chowk, because they are saying that the election is not just at the meaning of democracy, but
all right, let's listen to other
पर उन्होंने पूरे सदन की जो मर्यादा है, आत्मा है, इसको नष्ट कर दिया है। सदन में उन्होंने विरोधी दलों पर आरोप लगाया, लेकिन विरोधी दलों को बोलने का मौका नहीं दिया। सदन से बाहर विजय चौक तक हमारे सांसदों को चलने का अनुमति भी नहीं मिल रहा।
भी सदन यानी सेशन पूरा खत्म क्यों हुआ उसके बारे में
सर बीजेपी ये कह रही है कि भ्रष्टाचारी विरोध कर रहे हैं।
ശക്തമായ പ്രതിഷേധമാണ്
These were the reactions coming in from top opposition leader from Karti Chidambaram to Mallikarjun Kharge. Niyamika, yes, I'll come back to you. Go ahead, finish that point you were taking us through. Of course, dramatic protest which was being led by opposition leaders today.